Hi, hello, vanakkam. Welcome to yet another episode on Little's Law DevOps session. So today in this session, you can see here the scheduled GitHub workflow. This was running every day. So I have set up this, and this has executed for 13 seconds. So in case if you want to see what is in the code, so just come to the GitHub and to the actions, and once you open the actions, you can click on the scheduled GitHub workflow or whatever workflow which you need. And to see the code of this particular workflow, click on the workflow file, and this will take you to the workflow file. So here you can see I have created this particular workflow file to demonstrate the execution. So this will run every day at 11:54, which is at night 11:54. So this here is the syntax. So the first thing is you have to give a name for the workflow, and then this on schedule will run the cron job, and here you have 5 arguments. So I'll explain you one by one. So here you have 5 arguments which will decide at what time the cron job or the workflow job will run, and then this here is the command, which is the jobs build, which runs on Ubuntu latest, will run this particular workflow file with the latest Ubuntu, and then the steps where we are going to check out the code using the actions checkout at v2, and this particular line, which is line 15 and 16, is what we are going to execute. So in this event, using this, you can create the infrastructure for any of the cloud platform. Even you can delete, you can stop, you can do whatever changes you want to in the infrastructure and in many other DevOps related areas. But now I'm just going to print the messages to just check whether it works fine, because that's how every developer will do, just to print a command to see whether that particular function or the code is working. So I have explained you this particular workflow file, which is the cron job, and now I will take you through the cron job syntax, and this will definitely help you to write a cron job in case if you are writing a workflow file. So here the first thing is, so I told you there are 5 stars, and in this the first star, which is in the minute field, means every minute, and this example, that's a 5 star, would mean the job runs every minute of every hour and every day. So if you give 5 stars, and just make sure you have to keep all the 5 stars, you should not delete any of them. So it should be like 5 stars at a minimum. So this would mean that the job runs every minute of every hour every day. And then the next second star, which is these from the left, the second one, so that defines your hour, and that is the example here. So the 0 star would mean that the job runs at beginning of every hour, because that's what we have defined as star. So every hour, every day, the job will run. And then the third one is the day of the month. So we have 1 to 31, the days for every month. So star in the day of the month field means every day of the month. So 0, 0, and then 3 stars would mean that the job runs at midnight every day, because it's the time which is 0, which is the midnight at 12 a.m. And then next comes the month. So the star in the month field means every month. So here I've given the example as 0, 0, 1, and then star, star would mean that the job runs at midnight on the first day of every month, because the third one is the day, and these first 2 zeros are the hour and the minute. So it starts at the midnight on the first day of every month, which is double stars at the last. And then the day of the week, so even we can define which day we should want, or we want to execute the workflow files, because not all the 7 days we're working, so it will be just 5 days we work every month, for every week. So based on that, we can decide that, so star in the day of the week field means every day of the week. So 0, 0, and double star, and the 0 would mean the job runs at midnight every Sunday, because that starts 0. So we have 0 and 7 that represent Sunday, and the other days, which is 1 to 6, will represent the other 6 days. So I believe this video would have been very useful to you. I even in fact created another workflow file in case if you have an opportunity to watch that. Please go to the file. I just show you the file, the other one which I have created already, and I have explained what is that workflow file. That's my first workflow file which I have created. So in case if you get a chance, just go through this GitHub repository and you can start using this file to create your first GitHub workflow file. So until I meet you in another interesting video, it's bye bye from Vasan Shanmugam and Little Slaw.